And a good Monday morning to you. The U.S. and Iran finally reaching a peace agreement.
As the president heads overseas to face world leaders today, it is June 15th. This is Today. Breaking overnight, done deal. The U.S. and Iran agreed to end fighting and reopen the Strait of Hormuz. The agreement, months in the making, set to take effect Friday, but still no resolution of what started the war, Iran's nuclear ambitions. What the president is saying as he heads to a summit of global leaders in France today. Fight night. The White House hosts a first-of-its-kind UFC fight to celebrate the president's 80th birthday and America's 250th anniversary. Fighters emerging from the Oval Office to take the ring with the first family front row. We'll have a closer look at this unusual event. Severe weather.
Look, it's coming down.
Powerful storms tearing across the country, causing damage and thousands of flight cancellations and delays.
The tarmac for hours.
Tens of millions already on alert for the next round. Al's got the full forecast. AM icon.
Good morning and welcome to the Critics Corner.
We will remember Gene Shalit, a fixture on Today for 4 decades.
Oh, I love you, Gene Shalit. I love you.
And this morning, what made him so very memorable? All that plus sensational starts. World Cup fever sweeping the country after a near-perfect opening match for the U.S. Just ahead, we'll dive into the soccer hysteria as it enters week 2. And storming the ice.
Hurricanes have won the Stanley Cup for the second time.
The Hurricanes crowned the kings of hockey. Oh, and basketball.
It's over. It's over. Knicks fans, this is not a dream.
New York still on a high from the Knicks' first title in more than half a century. The team returning home to a hero's welcome. And we will keep those good vibes going when the team's biggest stars come here and join us live for an unforgettable party on the plaza.
Shut down work for the week, man. Let's celebrate at the city.
We'll do that today, Monday, June 15th, 2026.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Greg Melvin. Live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to today's 7 a.m. on the West Coast this morning. Did you have a good weekend?
You know what? I did have a pretty good weekend. I was in San Antonio for the game, but let me tell you, I had a good weekend. Knicks fans had a great weekend. They are still celebrating, still riding high. They're going to continue the celebration with us this morning.
Yeah, we're going to have 5 of the starters right here on our plaza. You think the plaza heard about it? I think they're ready for that.
We'll get to that huge celebration a little bit later. Meanwhile, the big story there in the West, extreme heat, record highs expected today with temperatures soaring into the 110s in some areas. We're going to check in with Al in just a bit.
All right, first, though, take a look at the White House. You can see that UFC octagon still standing after last night's unprecedented event hosted by President Trump for his birthday and America's 250th.
Following that final match there on the lawn, the president departing for the G7 summit in France, and there he will work to sell that framework deal with Iran to end the war and reopen the Strait of Hormuz.
We have it all covered this morning. We're going to start with NBC's Keir Simmons, who's in the region, and we see that vital waterway behind him, the Strait of Hormuz. A lot of people wondering if this deal can stick. Keir, good morning to you.
Savannah, good morning to you. I'm told there were 17 hours of tense talks yesterday and that there will be more talks here in Doha this week, according to a regional official. But Savannah, this is a moment in history, potentially the beginning of the end of this conflict. This morning, both the US and Iran claiming victory, set to meet Friday to sign an agreement ending the war. President Trump writing, "Many presidents have tried to make peace with Iran and all have failed before me," and saying the deal will be signed and the Strait of Hormuz opened on Friday. Vice President Vance saying the agreement, which isn't yet published, means that Iran will never have a nuclear weapon and begins a new economic era, if Iran complies.
It's going to mean a lot of prosperity, lower energy prices for the American people.
But Iran's deputy foreign minister saying the enemy was forced to request a ceasefire. All of our positions have been incorporated. And speaking from Tehran, a former Iranian commander telling NBC News there is little trust in President Trump.
Trump is the supreme leader.
While a key US ally in the region may not be on board, this morning Israel's right-wing Minister of National Security writing, Trump's agreement does not bind us. The announcement ended a tense day. Israel struck Beirut in Lebanon, saying it was targeting Iran-backed Hezbollah for earlier drone launches. President Trump then declaring that strike should not have happened. Now Lebanon is part of the ceasefire, mediators say. While months after he embarked on the Iran war, in coordination with Israel, Trump telling the New York Times overnight, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is a very difficult guy, and telling Axios, I let him know, he has no expletive judgment. But the breakthrough is being welcomed this morning across Europe, Asia and the Middle East, with oil prices dropping and stock markets rallying. An Israeli official telling NBC News that Prime Minister Netanyahu is trying to seek a meeting with President Trump to discuss the Iran deal. Savannah, another moving part. How long will it take to get this crucial waterway for oil shipments fully reopened? Savannah?
Okay, a lot of questions this morning. Keir, thank you very much.
President Trump arrives at the G7 summit in the French Alps this morning, where he will look to sell that peace deal to fellow world leaders. His trip coming just a few hours after hosting a first-of-its-kind UFC event on the lawn of the White House, an event to mark his 80th birthday and America's 250th birthday. NBC's Kelly O'Donnell has that story for us. Kelly O, good morning.
Good morning, Craig. From hosting a mixed martial arts competition in the backyard of the White House to diplomacy on the world stage, the president, as showman, opened the doors to the White House for a multi-million-dollar sporting event, the Ultimate Fighting Championship. And the president headed quickly to Europe and the G7 summit, where real-world conflicts are on the agenda. After an adrenaline-fueled White House celebration,
Big right hand.
early this morning, President Trump boarding Air Force One, heading to Evian, France for the G7 summit. In nearby Geneva, protests erupted in the streets. Thousands of demonstrators marched, some confronting police. The president at odds with many European allies over the Iran war and other issues, bouncing that deal and coming off a late night at the White House, a celebration of the nation's 250th anniversary. Bright lights and bruising mixed martial arts.
It's a huge right hand. Doc is covering up. Big elbow. Wow. Do it.
Far from UFC's typical indoor competition, the president and the UFC's Dana White appearing together. Longtime fight fan President Trump invited the UFC and its corporate sponsors to take over the White House grounds.
Got to thank President Trump for making this happen. Thank you, Dana, all the UFC, everybody. This is unbelievable.
Rooms steeped in history used for the locker room and show staging. A $60 million project that brought the UFC's 8-sided cage, the Octagon, to the White House. Under the Claw, taller than the famed presidential residence. Cabinet officials and dignitaries among the 4,000 guests to mark the nation's founding and the president's 80th birthday.
Freedom at the White House on Donald Trump's birthday. What an event.
The event, with a $60 million price tag, has faced some criticism from Democrats.
We're in an economic crisis, and he's playing the Great Gatsby with his big spectacles on the White House lawn.
But the president front and center after an unprecedented fight night set on public property. From aboard Air Force One, the president was posting about what he called the incredible success of the event and promising history-making fireworks for the 4th of July. Now, there will be a mood shift as he arrives in Europe, where the Iran conflict and the ongoing war with Ukraine will be key topics with G7 leaders. The White House also confirmed that the president spoke to Vladimir Putin this weekend. Craig?
Kelly O'Donnell for us at the White House. Kelly O, thank you.
Well, as Kelly just mentioned, severe weather delayed the start of that UFC event, and parts of the East Coast and South hit by strong thunderstorms, and that has led to thousands of airport cancellations and delays. Al's right here. We're going to get his forecast for the week in just a minute, but let's start with NBC's Sam Brock here in Manhattan with more on this. Sam, good morning.
Savannah, Craig, good morning. It has been a rocky combination of storms and heat smothering sections of the country. For those trying to fly through Houston, Savannah, both major airports under ground stop this morning due to thunderstorms, with more than 100,000 folks from Texas to the Northeast waking up with no power. This morning, Americans waking up to the storm damage left behind after a weekend of wild weather.
All the trees were down. It hit the house, it hit the truck.
Across Ohio and Pennsylvania, 5 tornadoes were reported touching down.
Look, it's coming down.
While hundreds of thousands were without power across the Midwest and Northeast, including Ohio, where wind speeds average 60 miles an hour. Heavy rain and hail coming down hard, cars trying to make it to safety through the storm. Down trees and power lines littering the streets, and rain also wreaking havoc in Texas, the water rising quickly on the roads, flash floods trapping cars. The conditions also deeply impacting travel in D.C., where officials warned of wind speeds reaching up to 70 miles an hour, ground stops at BWI in Baltimore and Dulles airports.
We sat on the tarmac for hours.
In all, more than 10,000 flights delayed just Sunday. While on the baseball diamond, the Cleveland Guardians forced to postpone a game against the Detroit Tigers. And on its final day of the Bonnaroo Music Festival in Tennessee, musicgoers forced to temporarily evacuate with concert sets delayed.
They don't have enough staff to push everybody out. They do not have enough staff. Look at this.
With summer weather bringing a wild start to the week. And in addition to concerns over heavy rainfall and flash flooding, guys, in the south the next couple days, the heat remains a major story out west. Cities like Tahoe, Seattle, and Portland potentially reaching record highs, though there is fever here in New York as well for the Knicks. Back to you guys.
Yeah, Sam, it's nice and cold in here. You know how Craig likes to keep it a little chilly in here. He's right there. You can come inside.
Because it's like 95 degrees outside. Mr. Roker's standing by for more on those storms, what we can expect this week.
By the way, it's not that cold in here.
No,
it's not.
It's a bit of a terrarium, actually.
I agree.
Oh, yes. Okay. Well, he's on your team today.
Okay. No, we're all on the Knicks team today.
Yeah, we are.
There we go. All right. Good morning, everybody. So those heavy thunderstorms that Sam was talking about here in the east, those have now moved offshore there. We do have a little leftover shower activity making its way into New England, but all eyes now down along the Gulf because we are watching some heavy thunderstorms from New Orleans, Houston, so probably some airport delays. Plus, we've got what could be a developing area of tropical activity in Mexico and then a development zone along the coast from Brownsville to about Houston. A 30% chance. With the rain, we're talking 20 million people at risk for flood watches and flash flood warnings, with the possibility of up to 8 inches of rain from Corpus Christi, Houston, into parts of Louisiana and Mississippi. So we'll be watching that very closely. Then midweek, 39 million people already at risk for severe weather. Some of these tornadoes could be really strong, from Indianapolis, Springfield, St. Louis, Kansas City, Columbia, wind gusts of up to 60 miles per hour. Then Thursday, 48 million people from New York to Lynchburg to Charleston at risk for a tornado or two. The good news, guys, these thunderstorms and this activity will happen here in New York after the big Knicks parade. We will be watching this as we get toward the end of the week.
All right. Well, I mean, rain or shine, though, the celebration's just starting for the newest champions of the NBA, those New York Knicks.
Yeah, team returned home yesterday to an absolutely electric New York City after closing out the Spurs with yet another remarkable comeback. That big ticker tape parade, it's set now for Thursday. Craig, I can't believe it. I thought you were sitting home watching on your couch. And here you are in the center of the sports universe in San Antonio.
Last minute, sort of a last-minute thing.
I love it.
We went to San Antonio. But even though the team was on the road, SG, it was just as incredible as you would imagine for the Knicks and their fans. A moment, some 53 long years in the making. I got to sit down with some of the players after the game, and let me tell you, they are ready to celebrate with their city. This morning, the kings of the court are officially home, getting a hero's welcome.
Let's go, Knicks! Let's go, Knicks!
As the newly crowned NBA champion New York Knicks returned from San Antonio.
Yeah, the plane's rocking, and they're having a party.
The champs looking forward to Thursday's parade and bringing the trophy home for the first time in 53 years.
It's over. It's over. Knicks fans, this is not a dream.
After they beat the Spurs 94-90 in a closeout Game 5.
Gets away from Castle. The floater's up and good.
While in New York City, watch parties erupting as thousands of fans storm the streets. Some celebrations getting too rowdy, as New York City police confirmed a 17-year-old was shot in Midtown and buses were torched. But for the most part, New Yorkers simply soaking in an extraordinary moment. And another stunning come-from-behind victory led by superstar Jalen Brunson. A lot of fans have waited a long time for tonight. What would you say to them?
Thank you for having my back through the ups and downs. Thank you for bringing myself, my family into this city, giving us all the love.
No surprise, the team captain named the finals most valuable player, putting up 45 points, 15 of those in the fourth quarter alone. A victory made all the more special being shared with his dad, Knicks assistant coach Rick Brunson. When the buzzer sounded at the end of the game, what was the first thing you thought about?
Probably words I can't probably say right now, but I was good. And then my dad just got there, and then I got emotional from that point on.
To do it with dad right next to you.
Yeah.
How much sweeter does that make it?
Wouldn't trade it for the world.
The team unable to contain their excitement during our interview.
There's absolutely something wrong with him.
It's a group with a bond that Josh Hart says goes beyond the court.
We genuinely love each other. You see us all joking, playing, doing all those kind of things, man. But this is genuine love. This is genuine brotherhood.
The NBA title, a true team effort, thanks to moments like OG Anunoby's iconic buzzer beater in Game 4.
The tip, it's gone! It's gone! It's gone!
A tip-in that's already gone down in sports history.
It's a collective effort. It's a whole team effort, organization effort, top to bottom.
Not with that shot. That wasn't collective.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't collective.
Okay, it wasn't collective.
That was you
okay.
putting the Knicks on your back.
Yeah, I was trying, just doing whatever it takes to win, you know. They're the best fans in the world. We'll do anything for them.
Coach Mike Brown, with his 3-year-old grandson Iverson, also expressing his gratitude.
I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being there, for sticking with us, supporting us, for loving us.
Now, fans and players ready for a celebration reminding the world what New York is all about.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, everyone should just shut down work for the week, man. Let's celebrate as a city.
A dream and a team this city never stopped believing in. I mean, it was pretty remarkable seeing in San Antonio, seeing the celebrations back here in New York.
The city was so loud.
Yeah.
I feel like it could have registered on like the Richter scale or whatever. What do you call it now? It's not called the Richter scale anymore, Al. Right? Or is it the seismic? Oh, it is. Okay, fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
It was like an earthquake
for a couple of days.
Yeah.
But the coach and the players did all have the same message for fans celebrating. Please do it like responsibly.
All right.
You know, don't set stuff on fire.
Okay, if you insist.
But I'm telling you, it's going to be a heck of a
You know what I just noticed? The Today Show colors are Knicks colors.
Yes.
I mean,
not an accident.
No.
Not an accident. Again.
We had to wait 53 years for that to be a thing.
For it to catch up.
Okay,
yes. But we were ahead of the trend. The parade again set for Thursday morning with that ticker tape celebration through the famed Canyon of Heroes. And we're going to get a little preview of that excitement in our next hour when the champs, all 5 starters, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, and Karl Anthony Towns, the pride of New Jersey himself, they're all going to join us live right here on the plaza. It looks like some folks showed up early to celebrate.
I was going to say, I think they may have heard that.
I think so.
All right, cool. Let's get to the rest of Al's forecast. Good morning.
I got to tell you, walking around the city yesterday, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody had a Knicks shirt on. It's unbelievable. Good morning. Let's show you what the rest of the country's looking at. Beautiful day here in the Northeast, the Great Lakes, New England. Again, those Gulf downpours going to cause some big problems there. Some scattered showers in the northern plains. Record highs going to be in the Pacific Northwest. We're going to talk about that coming up in the next half hour. But we're going to get to your local forecast in the next 30 seconds.
We are back 7:38 now this morning on In Depth today. How popular weight loss drugs are now reshaping the retail industry.
Yeah, GLP-1s have already transformed how people shop for food. Well, now, of course, they're impacting the way users buy their clothes as well. NBC's Emily Aketa here with that story. Hi, Emily. Good morning.
Hey, guys. Good morning to you. Research shows about 1 in 8 adults are currently using these drugs to shed pounds, and that means millions of people are searching for a new wardrobe. The shopping sprees can be good for business, but with so many shoppers uncertain about fit and size, retailers are also juggling an unwanted surge in returns. That's proving to be very costly.
With a growing number of Americans using GLP-1s to slim down,
the really hard part of weight loss is rebuilding your wardrobe.
Weight loss drugs are also reshaping how consumers shop for new clothes, which is creating an unwanted side effect for retailers, a major rise in returns.
I didn't realize how much the shopping part and getting a new wardrobe would overwhelm me.
According to a recent survey, about 80% of Americans using GLP-1s say they need new clothing due to size changes. But uncertainty about exactly what may fit is causing people to buy multiple sizes of the same item and return the clothes that don't work out. The Wall Street Journal reporting GLP-1 users are overwhelming retailers with nonstop returns and costing them millions of dollars in business, writing shipping, labor, and warehousing costs add up. Impact Analytics estimates the amount of returns for sizes across the board have jumped 3 to 4% within the last 3 years, while also noting larger sizes are being purchased less, with GLP-1 usage being a major factor. Judith Simek is the co-founder of The Dress Outlet, an online shop specializing in women's formal wear for all ages. She's seen firsthand an increase in the rate of returns, up roughly 6%.
You see people buy more sizes because they're not really sure. It's also not just necessarily the size they are at that moment, but the size they are going to be in 2 months.
To offset the cost of returns like shipping, Simek says her company has added a restocking fee on certain items. Influencer Tanya Spanglow has lost more than 287 pounds since 2019 with the help of weight loss surgery and GLP-1s.
I'm still getting used to my body, being 7.5 years in to a weight loss journey.
She says she's still learning how to shop and dress for her changing body.
That's the problem with losing a ton of weight. Over the process, you're in so many different sizes, it's insane.
So, Emily, with so many people kind of trying to figure this out and the returns, is anyone benefiting from this?
Yeah, so think about resale companies. They're seeing a bit of a boom because of GLP-1s. ThredUp, for instance, has said that they are seeing an expansion in their inventory and sales as so many people are changing out their closets, selling their clothes that no longer fit. And then this is very much a transitional period for people. So rental companies, Nuuly, Rent the Runway, those are really appealing and benefiting from this because people don't want to commit to buying the clothes forever, but just a month or two. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Continue seeing all the impacts from the GLP-1s.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Emily, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Time now for another check of the weather. Mr. Roker standing by for that.
Yeah, those are real optimistic people. I've got 3 wardrobes, okay? I got the losing, I got the fat one, I got the in-between.
Me too, Al.
I just come through, check it out. Just depends on the day, all right? Anyway, we got a beautiful day here in the Northeast, Great Lakes. Heavy downpours down through the Gulf as a low-pressure system, tropical system, may start to develop. Record highs in the Pacific Northwest. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. And that's your latest weather. Guys, thanks, buddy.
Al, thanks. We're going to celebrate the life of a Today legend, our friend and fun-loving and pun-loving critic, Gene Shalit. Is that where you learned it, Al?
Yes.
At the feet of the master. But first, these messages.
We are back as Dylan joins us, celebrating the life of a Today Show legend, Mr. Gene Shalit.
Yeah, he died on Friday. He was 100 years old. 4 of those decades were spent right here on Today, where he became one of television's most recognizable and beloved film critics.
You know what you're looking at now, folks, is a moving picture.
With his trademark mustache, bushy hair, and famous turns of phrase.
Boldly written, percussively performed.
The spastic, elastic, iconoclastic.
Gene Shalit was as iconic as the stars he interviewed.
This is NBC, the best, Gene Shalit.
For 4 decades, he was an integral part of the Today Show team, starting as a contributor in 1970.
I'm Barbara Walters here at the NBC News Center in New York with Gene Shalit.
going on to become today's entertainment correspondent and movie critic.
Good morning and welcome to the Critics' Corner.
His reviews never mincing words.
2 words, Ishtar, Ishtarable. X-Men should not be taken seriously. In fact, it should be taken with 2 aspirin.
Born in 1926, Gene grew up in Morristown, New Jersey, where his parents, immigrants from Latvia, owned a drugstore. He started his career as a journalist early, writing a humor column for his high school paper, prophetically called The Broadcaster. Shallot always loved a good pun.
The Silence of the Lambs may be all wool and a yard wide, but it makes a terrific yarn.
He was a master at interviews, sitting down with some of Hollywood's greatest stars, the big, bright, and even green.
Do you think you might ever marry Miss Piggy?
He asked the questions no one else did, from the philosophical.
Meryl Streep, is there one particular day in your life you would like to live over again?
To the playful.
Could you tell me biographically your entire life?
Here's my whole life. I'll encapsulate it for you. Okay, I took this improv class. It was fabulous. I had a really good time.
His laughter was loud and contagious, like when Broadway star Carol Channing mimicked an English aristocrat's thick accent.
And he said, where you go to Istanbul? I said to Lady Astor, do you know what is Sir Benjamin saying? And she said, oh, he's saying, when you get to Istanbul, you must taste the cherries. They're as big as golf balls. So I said, well, now, wait a minute. I said...
But there was nothing funnier than Gene's repartee with actor Robin Williams.
Please welcome Gene Shalit.
Take his 1993 interview for Mrs. Doubtfire.
Then we get into the nose. It became
Margaret Hamilton. Now, you and your little prosthetics, too. I'm melting. The lights are hot.
Gene married his wife Nancy in 1950, and they had 6 children together. She passed away from cervical cancer in 1978. He lost his daughter Emily to ovarian cancer in 2012. Shallot was always a champion of up-and-coming stars, from a young Harrison Ford.
Is that nice to be named after 2 presidents?
It's never come up before.
To a little-known talk show host named Oprah.
Oh, I love you, Gene Shalit. I love you.
His quirky style celebrated in regular parodies.
Those bears were unbearable.
In 2010, Shallot retired from Today, like any good movie, knowing when to wrap it up. But his friendship, laughter, and talent, we will forever treasure.
I want to thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, and Al, you were lucky enough to work with him all those years.
He was a joy, and the fact is, he was a character without becoming a caricature. He was real, he was funny, and he was generous.
Yeah, and a real original.
Absolutely.
Sure, Gene Shalit.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you, Gene.
We're back after your local news. It's 8 o'clock on Today. Coming up, breaking overnight, the U.S. and Iran reach an agreement to end the months-long war and reopen the Strait of Hormuz. The president heading to the G7 summit to face world leaders this morning. We'll have the latest in a live report from the region. Then deadly tragedy, a private plane crashing moments after takeoff, killing 11 skydivers and their pilot.
It was very low, then suddenly it dropped and went nose first into the ground.
New details this morning on the investigation now underway. Those stories plus major movies dominate the box office.
What did you steal?
Secrets.
Beckham scores a Hollywood star.
I must admit that this is all rather surreal.
And Olivia Rodrigo breaks records. It's all ahead in Pop Start. And Party on the Plaza.
This is not a dream. Your long wait has ended.
The NBA champion New York Knicks are here live, fresh off their epic win.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, everyone should just shut down work for the week, man. Let's celebrate.
And we are throwing a celebration more than 50 years in the making today, Monday, June 15th, 2026.
Visiting today from Jefferson City, Missouri. Bellingham, Washington.
Wichita, Kansas.
Memphis, Tennessee.
And Belvedere, Illinois.
birthday.
Celebrating our 45th wedding anniversary.
Girlfriend from Cypress, Texas.
Hi, Clara and Jules. We love you.
Good morning to my grandparents and dad in North Carolina. Today we celebrate!
And welcome back to Today. It is nice to have you out there on our plaza. We got a little DJ Monopoly, the in-house DJ for the Knicks right here. Why? We're setting the scene. Hey, oh, they're on their way right now.
Anytime you can start a show with a little naughty about nature, it's a good Knicks en route to the plaza. The 5 starters will be here. We will celebrate ahead of Thursday's first ever New York Knicks parade celebration.
I mean, that's pretty incredible. All right, coming up tomorrow on Today, we're going to kick off the Summer of Dolly. That's what they're calling it. Country Queen Dolly Parton, of course.
Yeah, from a special tribute show in Nashville to a Dolly Parton hotel and museum. We're going to look ahead to a very exciting season for her legions of fans with events and openings all from the heart and mind of Dolly herself.
All right, but let's get to the news at 8 o'clock. We'll start with this breaking news. The U.S. and Iran finally reaching a peace deal and agreeing to end fighting and reopen the Strait of Hormuz. This all comes as the president travels overseas to face world leaders today. NBC's Garrett Hake joins us from Eastern France with the very latest on it. Hey, Garrett, good morning.
Hey, Savannah, good morning to you. President Trump arrives here in Europe for a 3-day summit with leaders from the world's most developed democracies, in which 2 wars will likely dominate most of the agenda. European leaders would like the president to re-engage on the war between Ukraine and Russia, in which Ukraine has posted some significant battlefield gains over the last couple of weeks. Ukraine's President Zelensky will be in attendance here, looking for assurances of more support. But President Trump arrives with a heavy focus on the war with Iran after announcing that framework for a peace deal to end the conflict over the weekend. Now, the specifics of that deal are still unclear and in some cases even in dispute. But it is expected to lead to the opening of the Strait of Hormuz by week's end and will push detailed negotiations on Iran's nuclear future till later on. Even absent those details, though, oil prices are falling, stock futures are up. The market's welcoming this news. Savannah?
All right, Garrett Hake, thank you very much.
Former Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell was hospitalized yesterday. There's no word this morning on his condition or precisely why he was hospitalized, but McConnell's spokesperson did say he is receiving excellent care. The 84-year-old, who announced last year that he would not seek re-election, has suffered several health scares in recent years. In fact, earlier this year, he was hospitalized for more than a week after experiencing flu-like symptoms.
A federal investigation is underway in Missouri this morning after a tragic plane crash that killed 11 skydivers and their pilot. NBC's Maggie Vespa is in Butler, Missouri, near the airport where that plane took off. Maggie, good morning.
Hey, Savannah, good morning. Roads around the crash site reopening overnight. And actually, we're going to zoom in because you can see just across the road here, that's it. That's the wreckage, still mangled and frozen in time. This is investigators with the National Transportation Safety Board begin the painstaking work of trying to figure out why that plane, packed with skydivers, suddenly went down. This morning in Missouri, NTSB investigators trying to determine what caused a deadly tragedy just moments after takeoff. They're expected to comb through this wreckage for clues that might explain why that private plane went down Sunday morning, killing 11 skydivers and their pilot, according to authorities.
For all intents and purposes, appears to be an accident.
The crash happened Sunday morning about an hour south of Kansas City. Witnesses say the aircraft, a Pacific Aerospace P-750, struggled to gain altitude shortly after taking off from Butler Memorial Airport before making a sharp left turn, according to the airport's acting manager, who said the pilot may have been attempting an emergency landing on a nearby highway when the plane went down.
I talked to a witness who said that it happened incredibly fast.
Local journalist Doug Monger speaking to drivers who saw the crash.
She said it was very low, then suddenly it dropped and went nose first into the ground.
Aviation experts say NTSB investigators will zero in on key details.
The investigation is going to look into how this airplane was loaded, how heavy it was. They're going to look into when the airplane was last maintained. You know, was there a problem with the engine during takeoff?
The flight, organized by Skydive Kansas City, in operation since 1998. In a statement, the company calling the crash devastating, writing, "Our deepest sympathies are with the families, friends, and loved ones of all who were lost," adding their focus is to assist investigators and support the staff and the broader skydiving community. On its website, Skydive KC touts its impeccable safety record, and local officials say Butler's Airport is a popular destination for skydivers.
Thousands of people come down to skydive. They've done really good in our community. This is just a horrible accident.
Back out here live now, authorities saying this morning, tragically, some family members actually were here and witnessed this crash in person. They say they're not releasing the names of the 12 victims until they can notify all next of kin. Savannah.
So sad. All right, Maggie, thank you very much.
We switch gears and turn to the NHL now. The Carolina Hurricanes are Stanley Cup champions once again. The Hurricanes beat the Golden Knights 3-0 last night in Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. It's the Canes' first championship in 20 years.
And they're going to clinch it appropriately with a total team effort and a shutout. The Carolina Hurricanes have won the Stanley Cup for the second time.
About that, Hurricanes center Jordan Staal awarded the Conn Smythe Trophy as playoff MVP, and at age 37, he's actually the oldest player to ever take home that honor. There he is, hoisting the cup on the ice. Congrats to the Canes.
Oh, that's good. Those highlights are a good setup for Jenna, who's here with the boost.
Yes, okay. We have one that comes straight from the Stanley Cup Final. So after Jordan Staal was awarded that special honor, he celebrated with his family. His 3 kids even joined the post-game news conference. And Jordan's daughter, Abigail, wanted to get to the bottom of her dad's behavior on the ice.
You guys have anything to say?
Yeah, I have a question.
What questions?
Why did you punch that guy? Questions that need to be answered, guys.
Yeah.
Whoa. You guys,
questions that need to be answered.
Let's call her agent and book her right now. She got a future.
Do you not love her?
Yes.
And you know what? I think that's just part of the game.
I know.
Hockey's kind of a rough sport.
It is.
I want to hear the answer, too.
I know,
I love this sassy tween energy. I like
We
it.
know it.
We know it very
feel
well. We're back 8:13 with an exclusive first look this morning at new safety features coming to the gaming platform Roblox.
Yeah, they're being rolled out after some major safety concerns and also multiple lawsuits accusing the company of not doing enough to protect its young users from online predators.
NBC's chief consumer investigative correspondent Vicki Nguyen joins us with more. Vicki, good morning. Roblox has been under fire for this. It'll be interesting to see.
Absolutely. Good morning to both of you. Good morning to you at home. This is a really big move. Every day, about 130 million people around the world log into Roblox to play one of its immersive games. Starting tomorrow, users are going to be asked to verify their age with a government ID or AI-powered face scanning technology if they want access to all of the platform's features. We went to the company's headquarters in California for a behind-the-scenes look and to learn how Roblox is responding to privacy and safety concerns.
The Roblox Universe, a global online platform where users can play, create, and share their own 3D games.
Respawn, I'll respawn.
Now entering a new phase, requiring users to verify their age with government ID or this, a face scan. AI technology will estimate age based on a user's facial features, compare it to what they entered when registering, and place them in age-appropriate accounts that allow different levels of access to chat features and games.
We want the platform to be safe.
The company's VP of Safety Product Policy, Eliza Jacobs, says kids 5 through 8 will only have access to games rated minimal or mild and won't have chat unless their parents opt in through their linked parent account. Kids 9 to 15 can access moderate games and some chat features. Users 16 and up generally won't have restrictions.
Are you ready to start?
Yeah. Okay, can you hit... To see how it works, we brought in Roblox superfans. Kids ages 7 to 12 scanned their faces. And the system correctly identified all their ages. Even when 11-year-old Cole Moretti tried to use a mustache to trick the tech into thinking he was older.
We estimated your age between 9 and 12, sorry.
Oh. Were you surprised when you couldn't fool the system?
Yeah, I was. I thought it would work.
Okay.
And I tried it too.
You got my age right? and I have access to all the features.
Roblox has already rolled out some safety measures in recent months, and some users are pushing back. Its stock plunged 18% in one day after the company reported in its first quarter earnings a drop from around 152 million daily users to 132 million in just 6 months. The new measures come after Roblox recently reached multi-million-dollar settlements with Nevada, Alabama, and West Virginia over child safety.
Roblox has become a predator's playground.
Connecticut, among several other states, investigating or with pending lawsuits against the company. And more than 150 families have filed lawsuits alleging Roblox failed to prevent children from being groomed or assaulted by predators on the platform. A Roblox spokesperson says the claims about Roblox fundamentally misrepresent how our platform works and fail to take into account the extensive proactive measures we are pioneering and implementing to set a new standard in online safety. You're facing a lot of lawsuits. Are these safety measures enough?
There is no end date when it comes to safety. We will always be improving the systems, adding new technology, talking to our community. And we are working very proactively with law enforcement.
How much of the responsibility is on the parents and how much of it is on companies like yours?
Yeah. I think it's a shared responsibility. We need to build systems and tools that can give parents the peace of mind, but parents know their kids best.
12-year-old Margot Carroll says she understands the risks.
Are you concerned someone might chat with you that you don't know or strangers are going to reach out to you?
I've never experienced any of that, but I do know like stories of people getting reached out by like older men and stuff.
She's aware of the safety concerns. What do you think as a mom hearing her say that?
Well, it makes me nervous to know what kind of environment she's been subject to. I do like to hear that Roblox is taking it seriously and there are more guardrails.
Guardrails aiming to protect Roblox's youngest players.
And Roblox says that the face scans are deleted after their process. They said that the age estimation tool typically lands within 1.4 years of a child's exact age. And if it gets it wrong, a parent can make a one-time adjustment to the age through a linked account. If you don't want to verify your age, Roblox says you won't have chat access and you will have access only to a limited number of games. But they have gone through a lot of iterations of this. Yeah. They say the age estimation has improved, Savannah, but yeah, they've come under fire recently for a lot of those concerns.
Yeah, all right.
It's an important story. Yeah. A lot of kids playing Roblox.
Absolutely, and adults too.
That's true.
That's the problem. All right.
Oh, we got a real best time of the morning coming up.
Thank you. Yeah, before we get into Pop Star, ladies and gentlemen, look who has arrived.
Oh, yeah.
There they are, the newly crowned champions of the NBA. The New York Knicks, all 5 of them.
Oh, my God.
There it is. There's the MVP.
Wow.
How come we're all wearing orange and blue and they're not?
Because they don't have to.
Yeah, they know.
There you go. The new Kings of New York, as they're being called. But before that...
Yes, we do have some Pop Star to get
Let's
to.
do it.
All right, so let's get into it. We are going to start with this weekend's box office numbers. They are in, and this film just scored an out-of-this-world opening.
What's happening to me?
People are starved for the truth. I'm a part of it now. I'm just sorry they made you a part of it too.
No surprise, Disclosure Day took the #1 spot. Steven Spielberg's summer blockbuster racked up $44 million in its first weekend and globally hit a whopping $93 million. Other news coming out of the box office, Michael is making even more history with more than $932 million worldwide. The Michael Jackson movie surpasses Bohemian Rhapsody as the biggest musical biopic of all time. And it's also on track to overtake Oppenheimer as the highest grossing biopic ever.
Wow. And he didn't even sing.
That's right. There were no dance numbers in Oppenheimer.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Why is that so funny to me?
It was funny.
It was.
All right, next up, David Beckham.
Why are we surprised? That was always funny.
Yeah.
No, not always.
David Beckham, the former soccer star, scored a spot on the Walk of Fame. Over the weekend, Becks became the latest celeb to get his name engraved on Hollywood Boulevard. His family and friends joined for the occasion, including a speech from his wife, Victoria. His longtime pal, Tom Cruise, also stopped by and remarked on Beckham's incredible journey that led to this point.
Long before the trophies, the sold-out stadiums, the global fame, the recognition, there was a young boy with a dream and the determination and discipline to earn everything that followed. That's why this feels like such a fitting place for us to celebrate him. His is a Hollywood story.
Nice to see Tom Cruise out there. Beckham himself also then took the podium, expressing his gratitude for the special honor.
I must admit that this is all rather surreal. I've experienced some amazing moments in my career, but to be here in Los Angeles receiving a star on the world-famous Walk of Fame is truly incredible. I've always been a dreamer, but I could never have imagined that an honor like this would come to a working-class English soccer player like me.
Congratulations to David. All right, next up, Olivia Rodrigo. The Grammy winner is fresh off the release of her third album and a new music video. Well, it seems like fans are enjoying the new music. Spotify announced her album, You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love, has set a new record, becoming the highest streamed album in a single day this year by a female artist. So to celebrate, Olivia headed to Vegas, stopping by the Sphere. That's where she made a surprise appearance at the final show of No Doubt's run. During the concert, the camera cut to this sign: "I'm just a girl who wants the last hug at the last show." It was then revealed that Olivia herself was behind that sign, and she ran up on stage and got her wish, a hug from one of her idols, Gwen Stefani.
That's pretty cool.
That is
Right?
pretty cool.
She's been pulling people up on stage.
That's so fun.
It was a nice surprise to do that. All right, next up, Harry Styles. Over the weekend, the superstar kicked off the first of his 12 shows at London's Wembley Stadium. The night got started with an opening performance from one of Harry's biggest influences, Shania Twain.
Look at
that outfit there. Then Harry took the stage to perform his hits, and we have an exclusive peek at this one from his new album.
All right, bump it.
All right, I know. Since we're talking records, Harry's run at Wembley will break the stadium's all-time record for most shows in a calendar year, currently held by Coldplay at 10. The tour resumes on Wednesday.
You guys just start spreading the news, as promised. The starting lineup of the NBA champion New York Knicks. Let's go. Jalen Brunson and the whole starting lineup right here. Cannot wait to celebrate with them out on the plaza. But first, your local news.
Wemby tries a three, puts it up, off the mark, Anunoby the rebound. It's over! It's over! Knicks fans, this is not a dream. Your long, long wait has ended. Go ahead and cry. After 53 years, the Knicks are finally NBA champions once again.
Half-century in the making. The Knicks fans have had this on a loop since Saturday night. Maybe this crowd here, too, has had it on a loop since Saturday night.
Probably. And this morning, we are so happy and honored to be joined by 5 men who are responsible for it. The Knicks starting 5. Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, and Karl Anthony Towns. Guys, good morning. Welcome home.
Thank you.
You know, I know you were in San Antonio on Saturday night. The crowds were erupting in New York City. You may have been able to hear it. Have you seen some of the scenes? Every single street corner in New York looked and sounded like that on Saturday night. How does it feel to be in this moment, Jalen?
I don't think it's truly settled in at all, but honestly, we're really grateful for the opportunity that presented itself, and I'm just happy that we seized the moment. And I wouldn't want to do it with another group of men that I have right here.
Has it just been a nod? Since Saturday night, has anyone slept?
No.
Yeah.
OG hasn't.
Why me?
We've been chanting OG OG in New York City for about a week now, because the reality is you won in San Antonio Saturday night. You guys don't win the championship had it not been for that tip-in in Game 4. In sports history, and you've talked about it since then, but every time you talk about it, you're so even-keeled. You make it seem like it wasn't a big deal.
I mean, at the time, we had to get ready for Game 5, so couldn't be too excited about it, just because had to erase it and move on to the next day and get ready for the next game. But I mean, now it's a really cool moment. I mean, I love my teammates, I love these guys, I love the fans.
Participation in New York. He goes, "You're so nonchalant."
That's what they say. I don't know. They say that.
I think your fiance is here somewhere. Yeah. Oh, I think we've got a shot of her somewhere, because there's a bag that she has been carrying.
Oh, yeah.
This orange handbag.
Yeah.
I think we'll get a shot of it, but there's this orange handbag that's become the talk of the playoffs. Explain to folks how it became known as the good luck bag.
She was bringing the bag to the playoff games, especially after Game 3 in Atlanta, and it's her Wiz by Jordan bag, and ever since then we haven't lost a game with it. So the bag obviously got some aura and has some luck to it. So we've been very fortunate that the bag has come with us on this championship run.
Mikhail, for folks who don't follow the sport as much as some, the Nova Knicks is what you guys have been dubbed, because 3 of the 5 here won a championship with Villanova, and we've got a special message this morning from your Nova head coach. Here's Coach Chet.
We're so proud of you guys. We're so happy for you, because we know your sacrifices and the effort that you put into all this. We're mostly proud of how you represent New York, because New Yorkers are loved by Villanova, and we're really proud of how you represent our Villanova community, and most importantly, how you represent your families.
Mikhail and Josh and Jalen, you guys all played for Coach. That message for him. Oh, by the way, top 3 scorers of Saturday night as well all came from Villanova. What does that message mean coming from Coach?
It means a lot. He helped us get here. All them days, them long days in the gym, and just working so hard. Just very appreciative of Coach, and just so blessed and grateful to be here.
Jalen, the interview you did right after the victory on Saturday night, it touched my heart. I've never seen an interview like that in which nothing was said, and everybody was with you. You were literally speechless. What was going through your mind?
I was just trying to find the right words, and I really couldn't. It was a magical moment, and it was honestly something truly special that no matter how I try to explain it, it won't really grasp how special it was. But I'm just happy that obviously I had my teammates with me. My family was there. Be able to do it with my dad as well. It was really a special moment.
One of the great things I love about your story and this team's story, and we've got some video from a couple years ago. You're on your cell phone when you find out that your buddy Josh is coming to play for the Knicks, and this doesn't happen without Jalen Brunson doing something that's fairly uncommon in modern sports. You basically said, you know what? I don't need this $100+ million right now. I'm going to bet on myself. I'm going to bet on my Knicks. I want my boys to come play with me. Josh, when you see that video now, looking back on it, what do you think? What goes through your mind?
Just excitement. Obviously, that's my brother. JB, Kel, we've known each other for like 10+ years. We've had a bond that was forged through adversity. So it's cool to see, cool to live this moment with my brothers next to me. And it was cute, man. That was so cute.
So cute. It's so cute.
A lot of people agree with you that he is cute. This is something you have wanted all your lives. You've dreamed about it. You've sacrificed for it. You did the hard work. Does it meet the moment? Does the glory meet your expectations or what you would have hoped it would be? Kat?
Parade. Wait for parade. Just to see the fans so excited, to see City so alive and so together.
Yeah.
It means a lot. That's what it's really about, to be able to have this game of sports bring around the whole city and unite them as one. It's amazing what sports can do around the world, and it's amazing what sports was able to do here in New York City.
Can we talk basketball for just a quick moment here? Because so much was made before the series about the alien. about Victor Wembanyama and this idea that no one could shut him down. And then he meets Cat. And then at the end of the game, some commentators have noted that Wemby wasn't the friendliest. He didn't shake hands. His post-game news conference raised some eyebrows as well. What's he like on the court? Is he friendlier on the court than he appears to be off the court?
I mean, he's taller. But for sure, he's a great player. He's a once-in-a-generation player. Someone that the league is honored to have, and to be able to see that kind of size of skill is something that we haven't been able to see in the game of basketball before. And on the court, my job was simple, just make it as difficult as possible for a great player to score, also trying to do my best to impact winning on both sides of the basketball. But when you got these kind of teammates here and the guys we have in our locker room, anything's possible, and as long as we're unified and doing our best to play our game, we believe no one in the world can beat us.
There were, during the series, as you well know, a couple times where you were down by double digits. I mean, most notably in the game.
Every time.
Okay, I was just trying to be polite. Yeah, okay, so you gave us a heart attack. But tell me about not only, what happens among you and between you, whether it's in the locker room at halftime, when you're looking at that and the stakes literally cannot be higher. What do you find in yourselves, and how did you find those victories?
I think what we found is that, we built over these past 2 years of us being together. We built a chemistry, we built a rapport where no matter what was going on in the game, we're going to find a way to turn around and just kind of pick it up. And that's the way we hold each other accountable. It's the way we find a way to push each other. And no matter what's the situation, someone may be down, someone may be feeling down about something that happened in the game, but it's on at least one of us to pick that person up. And I feel like the longer we play together, it wasn't just one person, it was everybody. And so we always had each other's back, and it made it 10 times more special.
By the way, is it hard to play in front of all those celebrities? Anybody get nervous?
I mean, we really, when we step on that court, we look to the left and we look to the right, and we see our brothers, and we want to play for each other. We want to be the best we can for each other, and we don't want to disappoint each other. And that's what makes our team so special, is that family camaraderie, that family unit, that family belief that as long as we step out on that court with each other, and as long as we know that we're on the same mindset about sacrificing for the bigger goal, which is to bring a championship to New York City, we'll be just fine.
So, by the way, you're the biggest celebrity in Madison Square Garden.
Kings in New York. You've become the second player in history. Only Magic Johnson has won a high school championship, a college championship, and an NBA championship. Congratulations on that. We know you've been going nonstop for a few days, so we wanted to make sure you guys ate and drank. When I was on the court Saturday after the game, I looked behind you. I was like, they're all drinking Sincoro. They're all drinking the Jordan tequila brand, Jordan and some partners from the league. So we wanted to brought in Mr. Roker's bringing in some breakfast sandwiches. Nothing like tequila.
This is my order?
This is your bodega, the one you ordered.
Breast and egg and cheese.
Thank you.
We feel like we should probably toast the city of New York one more time.
This is tequila.
This is tequila.
Yeah, so be careful.
And not cheap tequila.
All right, you guys are the toast of the town. Thank you for what you've done. Cheers. Cheers.
They're eating the sandwiches too.
They are. Oh, and I saw a few sips go down, but some of you guys stayed around for the third and fourth hours. We'll keep the tequila flowing, the fun, the crowd is here. Thank you for making us so proud.
Enjoy the
Appreciate it. We're back in a moment. This is today on NBC. Cheers. I will if you will.
The champ is here! The champ is here!
This portion of Today is sponsored by Amazon. Get that big deal feeling this Prime Day, June 23rd through the 26th.
Oh, man. We are back with a story that highlights the true meaning of family.
Yes. So, Dylan, you met just this really remarkable couple. You were talking about him after you came back, who opened their hearts, opened their home as well to children in need through foster care.
Yeah, this family is incredible. Diane and Chris Jones from Gloucester Township, New Jersey, had 3 kids of their own before making the decision to foster. After years of taking in children and adopting many of them, they are now the proud parents of 9. We are going to talk to the family in just a moment, but first, their inspiring journey.
Have a great day at school, okay? I love you, baby girl.
I love you too.
A mom's love knows no limits.
Bye. Love you.
That's especially true for Diane Jones, who shares that love with all 9 of her children.
All right. Love you. Love you. Love you, Nan.
Love you too.
I always wanted to be a mom. I didn't expect to be a mom of 9 kids, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
After having 3 biological children, Diane and her husband, Chris, decided to become foster parents, inspired by volunteer work at the local courthouse.
We knew it would be tough, and our kind of philosophy was any child that comes into our home, we're going to love them like they're our own until they have to go somewhere else.
A lot of the children in foster care come from really tough backgrounds. How do you deal with that and make sure they're just in a better home?
We can't ever change a child's story, but we can make it better. And that's kind of been always our goal, filling those bad memories, with good memories.
Good memories like adoption. For many of these children, the Jones home became their forever home.
My mom makes me feel happy.
She's always there to help and make sure everything's good for us.
Heart of Gold really just wants to help everyone.
Everyone is treated the exact same.
I can just express my feelings. She makes me feel like I belong here.
She's the best mom ever. Love you, Mommy.
It hasn't been an easy road for Diane. In 2021, while raising 6 children and working full-time, she was diagnosed with breast cancer.
I had felt a lump. I turned 40, went for a mammogram, and found out I had stage 3 breast cancer. At the time, Delilah was our foster daughter, and she was 5 months old.
You could have closed your home. You could have stopped what you were doing with foster care, but you continued on.
The children in our home already knew that I was sick. One of the little guys that we had, he had already been through so much. I didn't want to upset their lives more by sending them away.
It's a decision, she says, came without hesitation. 4 years later, Diane is cancer-free and says her family's love and support helped her through it.
Everybody in our family shows up for each other. Delilah, you want your lunch packed for today?
How do you handle the logistics of that many children? I mean, the food shopping, the laundry, the juggling the schedules.
Teamwork. I mean, we really are just a big team. Jax, use your napkin, baby. Does anybody need a drink? You want your headband in? We are really good on organized chaos. We have prom and the 8th grade dance, basketball, and we have a birthday party. Come on.
There's never a dull moment in her big, beautiful family.
Go, Mommy, go!
And Diane can't imagine life any other way.
Yes! People always say that my husband and I have blessed so many people, but it's honestly us who've been the lucky ones. We get to watch these kids grow into amazing people. We are the lucky ones.
We are so happy now to be joined by Diane, her husband Chris, and just some of their kids. We've got Nicoletta, Jaden, Charles, Jackson, and Delilah. Guys, good morning. Thank you so much for coming out.
Good morning.
Thank you for sharing your story. Guys, I know this is your first time in New York City.
Some of us,
Yeah, what a day to come. Yeah. I mean, just the logistics to get here, the logistics you deal with day to day. I mean, a big family requires a lot of work, right?
That it does. A lot, and everybody pitches in and helps out. So that's what makes it work.
I see it right here. Well, because this does take so much work, we have a special surprise for you guys this morning. We have Amazon, who would love to, is our sponsor, and would love to give your family a $10,000 gift card for groceries. Because we know.
This is the actual card.
Take that, just swipe it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Bring that right to Amazon. Yes, and you guys will have groceries. I don't know how long that's going to last.
I mean, probably not that long.
Oh my God. That is amazing.
Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amazon.
Yes, thank you for all you do. You are making such a difference in so many people's lives and are such an inspiration for so many others, too.
Oh my God. They're worth it.
Yeah.
They're worth it.
Well, happy Happy shopping. And to our Plaza crowd, you're also getting a little something too. Everyone is going home today with Amazon grocery gift cards. Amazon is hosting a sweepstakes giving 100 customers the chance to win a $10,000 gift card in free groceries and household essentials. So head to today.com for more info on that. How you feeling?
Thank you. Thank you so much. We are back in a moment. But first, this is Today on NBC.
Good morning. Good morning. Hey, hey.
Guys, how fun was that?
Jeez, what a morning.
I know.
I'm wrung out.
I know. I'm tired. You're going to keep your Knicks outfit on all day.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I got my hat.
And those guys are so classy. Like, they're still out there hanging out with fans.
I know.
Yeah.
Love that. They're enjoying the moment, and they're being so kind, and they're like, they know it's for the fans.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're even going to hang around for it.
I know. Third and fourth hour.
You bet.
Also coming up, some must-see money-saving strategies for those summer vacations after a quick check of your local news and weather. Go Knicks!
Go Knicks.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.